Tim Allen harshly criticized the Hollywood actors and revealed some insane, unknown insights about what is going on behind the doors of Hollywood, which some people knew for years and kept it secret collectively. The things that Tim Allen shared about how he was treated very unfairly and attacked by actors and producers, especially when he was not famous, behind the scenes of Hollywood, are insane. Then Allen mocked Hollywood actors and revealed his personal experiences. What is going on behind the scenes when the cameras are off? This is an interesting story, so let's explain everything. So recently, Tim Allen made very unexpected statements about what is going on behind the doors of Hollywood and stated that he was astonished by the immoral behaviour of Hollywood actors towards him behind the scenes when cameras weren't looking. Tim Allen became famous in the 90s, so he has seen very closely what is behind the cameras and how Hollywood actors behave and how they treat each other. So Tim Allen revealed when he was just starting out, he has seen how stars were arrogant and treated him and others very unfairly. Tim Allen has experienced this firsthand and noted it was common for people to treat you very unfairly behind the scenes. He has criticised the entertainment industry's embrace of woke culture, suggesting that it stifles creativity and punishes those who think differently. Despite his status as a major star through the 90s and 2000s, headlining Toy Story, The Santa Claus, and Home Improvement, Allen has often described feeling like an outsider. In response to this situation, Allen famously said, "If you don't believe what everybody believes, you are in trouble. If you're not part of the group, they say you know what we believe is right. You might say, well, I might have a problem. I'm a comedian. I like going on buzzy nights." Also famously in his comments at the Creative Coalition inaugural gala, Tim Allen criticised Democrats, particularly those on the political left, for what he sees as a growing tendency to impose their views on others, which he felt on himself, and thinks that this is unfair. He expressed frustration with being told what to do, saying that lately, the left wants to tell everybody how to think and act, especially around issues where the government, in his view, should stay out. Allen emphasised his belief in personal freedom and pushed back against the idea that others should be compelled to follow a certain moral or political code. He also took aim at liberal celebrities like Alec Baldwin and Robert De Niro, saying they're free to voice their opinions, but those opinions aren't any more valid than anyone else's. As a comedian, he said his job is to make everyone laugh, left, right, or otherwise, and not to push a political agenda. Allen said, "I don't like anybody telling me what to do, and lately the left wants to tell everybody. We all know this, you should do that. No, you should stop telling me what to do. You go do it. You want to support stuff that the government should stay out of? Go do it. No one's stopping you from paying more taxes." And this conflict between Tim Allen and Hollywood actors started many years ago. Because if we look at Tim Allen, many times he has already been treated very unfairly by Hollywood. So it's a famous story how Tim Allen has been openly vocal about his conservative views and support for Republican figures, which has occasionally placed him at odds with the predominantly liberal Hollywood community. In 2016, Allen endorsed Republican John Kasich during the presidential primaries, lending his voice to an advertisement supporting Kasich's campaign. Allen has also expressed criticism of the woke culture that he perceives as pervasive in the entertainment industry. In October 2022, he tweeted, "Who is the face of woke? Do wokies have a clubhouse in someone's backyard? Or maybe a cute yet safe playpen somewhere?" This comment sparked both support and criticism, highlighting the divisive nature of the term woke in contemporary discourse. And because of his controversial nature, there were a lot of problems over the years. And if we look at Hollywood, for example, it didn't even treat conservative actor Clint Eastwood with much respect for some period. Warner Bros. Quietly released its highly praised movie, Juror #2, in just a few theatres, before quickly moving it to streaming on Max. Even left-leaning media criticised the studio for how it handled it. And the industry has been even harsher toward Tim Allen, who isn't afraid to speak his mind. ABC cancelled Tim Allen's show, Last Man Standing, in 2017, even though it had strong ratings. Allen believed his conservative views were part of the reason it was shut down. Like his character Mike Baxter, Allen leans right politically. Whether it was fair or not, the cancellation felt off, like something else was going on behind the scenes. Later, Disney made a Buzz Lightyear movie, but instead of hiring Allen, who originally made the character so iconic, they brought in Chris Evans to do the voice. Why skip over the actor who helped make Buzz famous? It was very strange. Lightyear flopped at the box office, one of several big failures that showed Hollywood was struggling. The industry was dealing with a lot: financial problems, studios shrinking, writers and actors going on strike, suddenly Hollywood started to see Tim Allen differently. Disney brought him back in 2022 to revive the Santa Claus series. The Santa Clauses ran for a few successful seasons. Now in 2025, after many years of unfair treatment, it seems like Allen is back on track, and his new show Shifting Gears has turned into an unexpected hit on both ABC and Hulu, according to new ratings. Since it premiered in January, the Disney-backed sitcom has been pulling in around 10 million viewers on average, based on Nielsen data. Some experts told the Wall Street Journal this week that the success might be due to the so-called Trump effect. Allen plays a character who supports Trump, and the show seems to be part of a growing trend of right-leaning or more politically balanced content across the industry. From Bill Maher talking to Kid Rock on Real Time and bringing back Duck Dynasty, it looks like Hollywood is starting to rethink what kind of shows it puts out. This change feels sudden compared to how things used to be, when shows like The West Wing and HBO's The Newsroom were hugely popular and leaned strongly toward left-leaning politics. Now, years later, it's clear that producers who used to make politically charged shows aren't getting the same attention, just like news networks started changing how they operated early in Trump's presidency. TV agents and executives told the Wall Street Journal that anything that seems too woke is now quietly being removed from the spotlight. Adding to the shift are President Trump's legal battles with media outlets like ABC News and 60 Minutes, which experts say have likely caught the attention of top executives like Disney's Bob Iger and Amazon's Jeff Bezos. There's definitely a course correction happening in entertainment. Dan Abrams, host of On Patrol Live, told the Wall Street Journal, calling it a quiet but clear shift. He said the change started even before Trump was elected. It was a wake-up call for the industry. In 2025, Tim Allen continues to live life on his own terms, outspoken, unfiltered, and unapologetically himself. At 71, he still brings the same dry wit and everyman charm that made him a household name decades ago. Whether he's headlining a hit sitcom like Shifting Gears, performing stand-up in sold-out theatres, or reviving iconic roles like Santa Claus or Buzz Lightyear, at least when Disney lets him, Allen remains a working actor with a firm grip on his audience. He splits his time between family life and creative work, keeping a low profile off-camera while staying sharp and engaged in his craft. He's not chasing trends or trying to fit into Hollywood's mould. In fact, he's thriving by doing the opposite, despite years of being sidelined by parts of the industry. For his conservative views, Allen has become one of the most respected voices in entertainment, especially among fans who feel alienated by modern Hollywood. In an era where many celebrities toe the political line, Allen's willingness to speak plainly has made him both a lightning rod and a legend. His comeback isn't just about ratings, it's about resilience. Networks are realising what audiences never forgot. Tim Allen represents a kind of grounded, no-nonsense comedy that still matters. And that's it for today.